Evening all. Just getting the phone set up so I can see the comments. We got anyone in here yet? Seb, how are we doing? Just quickly setting up. Logan, hello. Dan, how are we doing? It's cold out here tonight. I haven't got my heater with me. Wild RC, how are we doing? Friday night, wrenching time again. Cool, we got 6 in already. Right, start fixing some cars. How is everyone then? It's bloody cold out here tonight, guys. I need to warm up. Sean, how we doing? Brad, good to see you. So how is everyone then? What's everyone up to? How's the K8? K8's been good. A couple of little issues. A rod end which we got to do tonight, and an arm last week we did. So apart from that, it's been really good. It absolutely rips actually, even on the standard motor setup. It absolutely flies along. Love it. Yeah, I do love the K8. Logan, you're getting stuff ready to go out tomorrow. Fair play. That's my plan. I need to get out there this weekend. Get out there with some cars, break some stuff. But no, yeah, I do like the K8. No, Seb, I've managed to recover my old one actually. One of my ESCs got wet a few weekends back, and last weekend it played me up. But I will test it again tonight, but I've taken the switch apart and just let it dry out, and it seems to have recovered. So I think your one's going to be a spare now, Seb. But I've got enough for ESC to put in. Yeah, I do like having a spare. What we're fixing tonight, this is the EA Sheen. So Just had a broken bit on the steering for a little while, just while I've been waiting for a part. So finally time to get out there and get it fixed. It arrived this week. I've been waiting for it for a while. It's the only thing on this that's actually taken a little bit of time to come. Everything else has arrived in a few days. This has taken a little while to arrive. There it is. But it was still drivable without it. Yeah, it does seem, postage seems to be all over the place at the moment. This was in a load of stuff I ordered from China. I got the first lot of the package in about 5 days. And then this bit took a little while longer. But it's here now. Let's get it on. Let's get it fixed. Sent you 2 lots of parts. Keep it quiet, Seb. It's always good though when you get 3 parts. I swear I had some white grease up there. These come with a bit of bushings rather than bearings, but it's fine for this thing. Put a little bit of grease around them. Just try not to get it all over myself. So who's out breaking what this weekend then? Yeah, that skate park is an awesome bash spot. The only trouble is recently it's been mega busy because it's really popular there with all the families. So my plan is actually to try and get out nice and early tomorrow morning or the morning after before everyone gets there, because I need to do some filming on some cars that have been sent and stuff like that. And it is the perfect skate park for it. But yeah, my favourite skate park. So no breakages, just ripping some screws out. And Benson, it was quite easy to Benson prop on the X-Max. I snapped it on the one I used. Out with the EXP, Notorious, and Max this weekend. Nice. That should be good fun. It's quiet on here tonight. Want to hit the BMX track? Yeah, BMX tracks are brilliant if you can get in there. Some of them get really funny about people being on them. If you can get in there, go for it. Right, let's get stuck into this now. Green Frog, how we doing? Cheers for coming along. Right, we'll get that bearing out of there now. Anyone got any nice new rigs then? I saw the video for the Techno today. I was quite disappointed at the end of it. Looked like they were releasing it and then they turned around and said it's not going to be till the end of April, start of May. Very disappointing. I know, Seb, you got the Habaro now, haven't you? Looking forward to a bit of nicer weather this weekend. Hopefully get out and get some good footage. Get some videos going. Emily, how you doing? Cheers for coming along. What are you up to? Yeah, I'm good, cheers. Just getting a few cars. Little small fixes done. I haven't got masses to do tonight, to be fair. Not been out properly enough to get anything ruined. This is going to be fun. I'm trying to get that in line. This is the EA Sheen, the Banggood Special. Had to replace the steering part on this one. It's been out for a little while, to be fair, but still been driving it around with it. Last time I took this thing out, it just kept wheeling and wheeling and wheeling forever. It was actually quite a good laugh. I can literally wheelie this for as long as a stretch of road or whatever I've got. These wheels and tyres just seem perfect for it. It's a good laugh, this little car, for the price. It's obviously not as tough as your Armours or your stuff like that, but for the price, it's a really good laugh. And I've got this one stupidly overpowered as well. I think when they sell this with a kit in it, it's only a 4S kit, and I've got an 8S ESC in it and a 6S motor. So it's quite good fun. But it is stupidly overpowered. But I like that. There we go. One little fix done. Let's get out the steering linkages for this. See you later, Brad. Cheers for coming along. Shady, how we doing? CSLRC, evening, how are you? What have you guys been up to then? Ian, finally caught alive. Yeah, cheers for coming along. How you doing? That Fenley video was awesome. I really do want one of them. Can't be long now. Yeah, I'm good, I'm good. Yeah, the Fenley's a beast on the pocket. No doubt it is. Got cheaper nose tyres. Mark, evening, how you doing? So have you already cooked your set of rear tyres then? Second run, set of tyres gone. That's the trouble, isn't it? Find a new bolt for that one. Mask, how are we doing? Everyone's turning up now. No, I do want to get a road car, and I'm thinking it probably is the felony that I will get. Yeah, don't upgrade it. Just spend the money on all the tyres. That's the good thing about it, I suppose, because you're not going to be jumping it stupidly. You don't necessarily need the upgrades. However, you then start getting the upgrades to make it look cool, and the lights and stuff like that, all them sort of stuff, all that adds up. Does look good though. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of waiting for. I think if I was to buy one now, I'd probably have to buy an infraction just because of cost of those rear tyres, because you can get the GRPs all around in the infraction. But I'd much rather the felony. Sausage wallets, how we doing? Mark, you got 70 mile an hour out of your Typhon on 6S. Wasn't full throttle. Yeah, they're quick cars then. They're always going to be quick. Upgrade for fun is better than upgraded for necessity, yeah. Can't disagree with you there. Yeah, I'm all good, cheers. Turn it into a camera car. It's a good shout, actually. It'd be quite nice to have a camera car to follow stuff around. No, they shouldn't get trashed on a road car. But no, me, I'll try and do something stupid and end up smashing it into a curb. Oh, it's a Mega Typhoon. What, the 3S one? And you've got 70 out of it. That's good going. Nice work. No Ollie tonight. He's falling asleep, I think. I think the plan was for him to come out and join us, but he went off upstairs and fell asleep. Yeah, not picking that up. Hit the curb twice now. Would rear hoons be good? Typhoon tyre for speed runs, yeah, they would. Massive wide, loads of grip. Cost a fortune though. That's a good thing about the infraction or anything that's got those slightly smaller ones. Oh, that's alright, but I didn't hit in that. Because you've got the smaller ones, you can go for stuff like the GRPs. But I'm sure they'll come out with a tyre for it soon. As soon as they do, that'll be much better. Did you break anything when you hit the curb? Oh, brush Typhoon. What? Is it still brushed? Ah, good, good. Good, good, Ian. Don't breaking stuff. The custom RC upgrade stuff. One way or another, we make them tough. It does look cool though, you want in. So it's not a Mega, it's not a brush one anymore then, Mark. So you've got the 6S system running in the 3S car. 70 mile an hour is good going, eh? Who's seen the new Lozzie drag car? Now that with that old school body on it looks awesome. That I do like. And I'm not really a drag car person, but... Evening, Hardcore. How are we doing? Yeah, that new Lozzie, I just love the body on it. I don't think I'd ever really have a use for a drag car, but... I suppose I could use it for speed runs. Yeah, they've got a few bodies on them, Hardcore, not just the Nova one, but God, it looks good. Oh, Ian, you got to have a look it up. The Lozzie new drag car. It's two-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive. Massive tyres at the rear, skinnier tyres at the front, but the bodies on them, my God, they look good. It'll be interesting to see how big the bodies are, see if they'll fit any of the armours or anything. So they are stunning. Didn't think it came with a body. Oh, maybe it's just bodies they put on there for advertising them, but the bodies that I've seen on the pictures look unreal. Oh yeah, Hardcore, I was so disappointed with that. Techno released yesterday that they're going to announce the new car today. I then watched the video and it looks, yeah, they're using it, they're testing it and racing, all the right stuff. The end of the video, not available till the end of April, start of May. You're thinking about buying a two-wheel drive slash drag car? Yeah, no, don't. Honestly, go for that Lozzie. My God, does it look good. Yeah, that means June. I think we'll be lucky if we see it then. The car I think is going to be an awesome car. I don't like the body at all, so I'd have to put a new body on it. On the Techno, that is. But the car itself does look awesome. Yeah, it gives me a chance to save some money as well, Ian. Never know, I might be out by my birthday in August. Just wish they had put a nice looking body on the thing. I get why they've done it. They've done it for the racing. It's quicker around the track. They've kind of bent the rules as much as they possibly can, but it's still race legal. Rear mounted motor size looked limited on the drag car. Well, on the Lozzie one, I didn't look at the specs all that much, if I'm honest. I kind of got stuck at the body. I am a bit of a muscle car person. Got the tyre foam from Asda. What tyre foam are you getting from Asda? Oh, tyre from Asda. Carl, how we doing? Cheers for coming along. You're buying your car tyres from Asda? I did not even know Asda did tyres. Took out a pothole, that's nasty. I can't believe you put Pirelli back on there. Fair play to you, but I'm the way I burn through tyres, I just put cheaper ones on. You've got to have the right sort of driving style to put fancy tyres on there. This isn't the Creighton. This is the EA Sheen. I've just literally fitted a new steering post and tie rod arms for the steering. The steering post I broke a while back, and I've been using it like it, if I'm honest. Just waiting for it to come. You thought it was an armour as well. No, this is a little EA Sheen Bang Good Special. But I'm done now on this. I say I'm done, but I need to adjust that. See if I've got a spanner somewhere with. Multiply as it is. Yeah, to be fair, they're pretty much exactly the same sort of style, so they're just the same to work on. Everything's laid out in the same way. Chassis's too straight for an armour. This one's been a lot more bent than any of my armours. Shady, they are. There's been one part which hasn't stopped me using it. The steering posts that broke just seem to be out of stock. Everything else I've pretty much been able to get from eBay in the UK. So this one part that I was waiting for, well actually I ordered 2 bits from China. One came in 5 days and this has taken 6 weeks. However, I could still use the car with it. Just you wouldn't want to go racing with it because the steering wasn't brilliant, but for bashing it was fine. Aidan, how we doing? You got your stickers yet? How's that looking? Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Steering straightish. Straight enough for me anyway. Yeah, it nearly looks like an Outcast. It's got bigger wheels on the Outcast. It's got huge wheels on the blooming thing. They're insanely big. And it just makes it want to wheelie all the time. And as I said earlier, I can pretty much drive this as long as the length of the field or road or whatever I'm on the back wheels. It just wants to stay, it goes up and stays up there. It is their version of the Outcast. And actually, I've been seriously impressed with it. What have I done to it? Dumped it stupidly off a massive jump. Came down, landed on the rear end. And it did bend up the chassis a little bit, but I managed to straighten it all out fine. The rear arm got smashed off by Martin's loud, went flying into the rear of it when it was parked up and just smashed off the rear arm. Again, that was an eBay job. It came really quickly. I'm trying to think what else I've broken up. The steering rack bit and the tie rods at the front for the steering. I've broken the plastic ends off them, but some of the armour ends fitted. So I've used the arm ones until now when they arrived. So yeah, I actually quite like it. And Ollie loves it, my boy loves it. And for the price, it's awesome fun. You can't do this crazy big jumps that you can with the armours. But for the price, it's bloody good. Right, what do I get out now? Okay. Claire's finally posted them. That means you should get them in about 6 weeks, Aidan. I've got a couple of the DXF batteries. Yeah, masses of power. I've got the 84,000 milliamp ones. Saying that I can't find them currently, but I've got some in there somewhere. I dropped something, I don't know what it was. So yeah, I've got the, the GTF DR, they're exactly the same, just different sticker on the front. 84,000 milliamp, high voltage, 140C, they're awesome batteries. I haven't been stung for import on anything yet. I've been lucky, but no doubt I will do. Yes, hardcore, you got a load of money to order some more actually. It's on my to-do list. Order some more of them. Right, let's create a bit of space for this beast. No worries, Aiden. Go and get your breakfast. I just realised how filthy this thing is. I really should have cleaned it a bit last time I took it out. The Forest should fit in the X-Max because they're very small for the size of them. Cheers, yeah, thumbs up. Or thumbs down. Hopefully thumbs up though. Yeah, horribly already. I've got mega fed up recently of stuff breaking in the cold. So now any plastic stuff that arrives, I put it in a bag of WD-40 and leave it soak until I need it. That just tells me you've had some bad experiences, hardcore. You've got caught in some dodgy places. Yeah, only the one to get it out of the bag because it was filled up with WD-40 in there. To be fair, I can take it off now. I just didn't want to get it covered. Yeah, I've got to get some new batteries ready for this summer. Stews, how we doing? Yeah, I'm going to get out this weekend, Stews. The weather does look awesome. I want to try and get out nice and early to the skate parks before they get busy and do some filming. I've got a few cars I need to film to get some videos out. Now, I've never seen a rod end break like that. Split straight down the centre. And that's why I've soaked these ones in WD-40. See if I can supple it up a little bit so I don't do that. Hoping to get the big rock over 80 mile an hour. That'll be good. Oh, that's tight. I don't know, Ian, because I've heard other people breaking them there as well. I was talking to some of the guys in America. I've heard they've been breaking them there as well. I'm just waiting for a nice upgrade to be supplied for them. I know there's the ones, the 8mm shafts ones that you can get. They look good. Oh, they're tight to get in there. I don't want to break it. Might actually have to do it properly. But I'm hoping there's a nice upgraded solution coming out soon. There we go. She's in. No, I've never seen an X-Max do that either. It is a really strange brake, But as I said, I actually now know of other people that have had the same. Logan's saying the same. Well, these, yeah, they ain't threaded, are they? Yeah, hardcore, the EXB potentially could be the answer for the rod ends. They could be nice beefed up ones. I'm thinking this WD-40 might do the trick, might make them last a little bit better. But I'm hoping there'll be some other ones coming out as well. Yeah, I saw that as well. Innovation RC took the front springs out of the K8 to get the front to dip down more for the speed run. Bloody good idea, to be fair. Never thought of that. Best upgrade is buy an X-Max. Well, you say that, Ian, but you guys let me have a go on it, and it didn't last very long. This has lasted longer each batch, to be fair. It might just be me. I'm still not convinced you might have found all the breakages. Might come back to me and say, actually, there was more. Yeah, standard of 5mm. The EXB apparently has got 6mm. The 30° North shocks are 8mm, but I think they are overall slightly too big. Yeah, I have actually, and I've had some pretty awesome jumps of this already last weekend. I've got some of them on footage. I just didn't have enough footage before that finally went. It was freezing cold though. So yeah, I've had some pretty killer jumps out of this. Been really enjoying it so far. And some pretty killer landings, to be fair. Would help if I put that on the right way up. I'm going to need to release a car called the Bournemouth. Be good if they gave me one. Don't think they would ever do that though. No, you can't disagree. The X-Max out of the box probably is a hell of a lot tougher, but once you set these cars up good and well, put the right upgrades on them, then I think they're an X-Max killer. But only then. And it costs a lot of money. However, the X-Max is 200 quid more than this. There's still stuff you got to do to the X-Max. So that whole thing of they cost more once you've upgraded them, I don't think it's true. I think it's probably roughly around about the same. Robert, how are we doing? Just coming along? Done. I still don't think anyone else we know of is snapped the centre shaft. So I think the new Freya's a K4 replacement. No, I think it's kind of in between the Granite and the Outcast and the K4. Almost their kind of version of Italian, I suppose. But yeah, I think it's in between a Granite and a K4 and an Outcast. Somewhere around there. Right, that's enough of car done. God, you can hear all the dirt coming out of that. So yeah, that's what I'm doing to any plastic parts that come through the post at the moment. Little bag, WD-40 in there, let them soak. Just helps in this cold weather. I think it does anyway. Some people don't think it does. Doesn't think it does, but from my experience, WD-40 helps massively. Last weekend I was doing full pelt sends with it and none of the arms broke. We were talking in the K4 for a 3S version. Oh, fair enough. I think they're going to come out with quite a few cars this year. I think there was obviously a lot more planned for last year than came out because of COVID. So you'll have them, plus the ones they still managed to do this year that they planned for. The Corrali, you're interested in them, are you? I still yet to see one in person. And I'd like to see one, because I think potentially they might be alright. Right, now I've got to go and remember which way around I do these. Two seconds, guys, just got to run in the house. Let this soldering iron warm up. I'm back. What's going on here then? Stubo, how we doing? That's the trouble with the Pirelli. I know they do their own set of upgrades, but you still there isn't any aftermarket ones for them yet. Horizon Hobbies don't do UK, that's why. They've given it to Logic, that's why that website's down. They don't use it anymore. So Logic do the UK stuff. Just got a T-Max running after a very long time on the shelf. Nice. T-Max, is that the nitro one? Well, I've got to try and solder that back together, and there's literally only a couple of millimetres left of wire. Yeah, they just leak everything. Everything has been leaked, and I'm not sure if that's purposeful. I think they've sent them out to supply somewhere in Asia, because I think the market's getting quite big for them out there now. So they've sent them out there, and someone's leaked them. Yeah, we meet quite a lot to drive in the Bournemouth area. You go on Facebook, and there's Bournemouth RC Bashing on Facebook. And once we're all out of this lockdown, we'll put our meetups on there, and everyone gets out locally around here. Obviously, at the moment, it's a bit more difficult. But yeah, once the lockdown's over, we'll be meeting up loads. So you've had it for 2 years. Could not part with them. Time for work. All right, cheers for coming on, Rob. You think it was a deliberate leak from the Asian market? Possibly. Possibly it was. Although, I would have thought if it was leaked a day later, they would have put their actual stuff out. So, I'm not convinced. Big B, how we doing? Cheers for coming along. Right, let that get a little bit hotter. Pour some soldering on, but it does take a while to heat up. No worries, Rob. I'll see you in a bit. Yeah, no more countdowns. I haven't seen anything from them. That's why it makes me wonder if there was a leak from this Asian place. I think it's Asia anyway, I might be wrong. And they're not happy about it maybe. Because if it was done on purpose by now they would have released their videos of it. Malaysia. Right, let's try again. It's got that one. Twice in a week, yeah. They can't be happy with it, that's for sure. What am I working on? I'm just literally preparing an ESC to go into my long build because I had a new ESC. Unfortunately, it was faulty, but this Model Sport sorted me right out. They sent me one out straight away, so fair play to them. But yeah, it's just an unlucky ESC. So I've just got to solder my connectors on and get it into the long build. That's all the face that you're only going by YouTube. Fair enough. Yeah, it could well be deliberate. I have no idea. I just don't. I think if it was deliberate, the day later they would have released their proper ones, and they just weren't ready yet. So that's why I don't think it was. Paul, how we doing? There we go. Roy Garcia, how we doing? Yeah, there's a new 3S one. It looks like a rival for the Rustler, I would have said. Right, that's good enough now. Only 6 thumbs up. There we go. Alright, that's ready to go in. Let me just, while the soldering iron's hot, fix this, if I can. I hate small wires. I hate soldering, if I'm honest. My skills lie in sockets and spanners and hammers. Oh, got it attached. I'll take that up in a bit. 15 thumbs up, good. Well, but you're back already? You're not working very hard today? No doubts with the radio link whatsoever. Brilliant radio. I've actually just ordered a load more receivers, so when they arrive, you can go in other cars as well. What do I do for a day job? I actually work in education, but I'm a mechanic by trade. Oh, I love soldering. There's something wrong with it. I hate it. It's too fiddly for me. That's why I've gone for these XT150s. They're brilliant connectors and they're easy. But they are really strong connectors as well. Right, let's get the car down. Let's get this on there. This car's got to be kept in the roof. I've not had the best of lucks with this car in testing so far. I'm hoping this is now going to mean it's going to run better. Yeah, I've started my new job. I've been doing it, I think it's 4 weeks now. 3 weeks, 4 weeks. It's all been online. I haven't actually gone up there yet, which is really weird. Start a new job. I got up there next Friday for the first day. Oh, Big B, awesome. I'm at a college. I've done all sorts in education, but I'm at a college. You just got one of the 4-channel radio link receivers, are they? I mean, the ones I use, they're the same size as the Dumbo ones. They're in the same house and everything. And actually, to be fair, I might try a Dumbo to see if it will pair in one day, because it's got all the same methods of doing everything. This thing's insane. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's stupidly big. And it goes really well as well for what a little time I've had running on it. You grow up on the screen and a hard knock. Nice Big B. When I was teaching, I was a motor vehicle instructor, motor vehicle lecturer. So that's what I did my trade in. Right, I've got to scrape off the old glue here. Oh, you tried it hardcore, have you? It doesn't pair in. It's frustrating because they look the same. They've got all the same processes of how you do it, or how you do all the pairing and everything, but if they don't pair, they don't pair. They've probably done it on purpose. Although I swear they're probably made in the same place. Yeah, Ian, it would have been mega odd at any other time. Start a new job and not go there for 4 weeks. And to be fair, I'm going up next Friday and the Friday afterwards. And then I don't think I'll be able to be going back for a few more months. Just going to be working online. Do I need a license to drive that? It's pretty big. I'm frustrated with it at the moment though. I've taken it out 3 times to test run it, and I've had 3. Well, the first time I took it out, to be fair, I knew it was going to break because I had really old diffs in it from the old Outcast that you've probably seen on the channel, Beaten to Hell, and I'd never changed anything in the diffs in them since I did it, probably 8 months ago. So they had 8 months of my abuse, and when I took them out and swapped them into this, I saw that they were pretty mullered. But I just wanted to see if the actual idea of it worked before I put new diffs into it. Oh, they use Radio Link's old protocol, okay. Yeah, it would make an awesome camera car. I've actually got loads of things going to happen with this. Once I've got it set up and working, I've then got loads of things I can do to it, and I've ordered a load of stuff for it as well. So I need to fabricate some bits that I want to do on it as well. So this will have a bit of time spent on it, and then hopefully be some really good laughs. But yeah, I've just ordered a load of bits, so I'm hoping they make their way over soon, probably in about a month or so. By then I'm hoping that I've got some chances to get some good speed runs out of it. Oh right, you're in Parkstone, have a K82. Go on Bournemouth RC on Facebook. Bournemouth RC Car Bashing, I think it's called. Find that, find me on there, add me, and I'll let you know when we do go out. But once coronavirus is all over and stuff, we can get a load of people out, we'll put it on there. And we've had sort of 10 people come out before. But there is quite a few people on there now, so... And I only started it last year. So hopefully for next year it'll be good. You get a whole cameraman on there. If this works and it works well, I'm going to build another one next year, slightly different. Or later in the year this year. Alright, now where are my sticky pads gone? Yeah, you could fit a full tripod. There's loads of space. You can fit all sorts of there. How long is the chassis? 1 metre long from end to end at the moment. It might not end up that long. Kind of like an electric skateboard, but a hell of a lot quicker, I'm hoping. I don't think the springs are the issue, Shady. This is obviously based on the 6S. Back for 5 minutes, Aidan. Come back at a good time. So it's not, you could, yeah, fit stiffer springs, you can stand on it easily. I'm not sure the diff housing and diffs would take it. But with what I'm planning to do with it, I think afterwards it might do. I think we'll nominate Ian to be the cameraman and stand on it. Is that alright, Ian? You're nice and light. There's nothing to you. Guys, this is a classic case of never tidy up your shed. You can't find anything afterwards. Don't worry, Ian, the footage from the outside watching you doing it will be good enough. What's this, Aidan? This is my special build. I thought you might have seen it last week. But yeah, this is a special build. The aim of this is to break 100 mile an hour in grass. Currently the record is that I've seen is 86 mile an hour. So the aim of this is to beat 100 mile an hour in grass and beat Kevin to it. Could send a small child on it. I think I'd get in trouble if I put my door on it. Found them. Yeah, if I put my door on it, I don't think the wife would like it too much. She would quite like it, I think. Cheers, Khan. Eat some bacon and eggs. I like the sound of that. Aidan, have you not seen this before then? This was an idea I came up with at Paddlesworth last year after I built the Krahavi, because I absolutely love the Krahavi for the longer chassis, and I've done some speed runs on that, and even on that with that longer chassis on grass, you get above 75 mile an hour, it still wants to wheelie with any decent sized tyres on it. So I thought, right, if that's better, if it still wants to wheelie, the only answer is to make it longer. Because the longer it is, the less likely it is to wheelie. Obviously this is the back end, you've got all the weight at the front end here. ESCs as far up as possible. Motor at the front, motor at the back. 4 batteries up here, 16S. If needs be. Yeah, no wheelies. I don't think this thing will wheelie. Yeah, open up electronic scooter. That's a good shout. Because they could take the weight of a human and pull them along, it's got to have quite a torquey motor. You just have to gear it up like hell though. I can imagine it's a really low kV. Probably something like 100 kV. You just have to gear it up massively. So you got the K8 and he's got the yes, nice. Yeah, you got to come out and meet us out. It's not a piece of plywood, no. It's composite. It's got metal, carbon fibre. I think there's some Kevlar in here as well. All I can say, it was an absolute nightmare to cut. You can believe how hard it was to cut. Yeah, there's metal, plastics, carbon fibre, I think, Kevlar possibly. I don't actually know what's inside it, but Yeah, those electric scooters do go well with people stood on top of them, so. I haven't bet Mr. Talbot, no, but I want to beat him to 100 mile an hour. To be fair, I've got to try and see if I can even get the 86 and get the record first. Hardcore, one jump it's going to come apart. The only weak spots is the standard weak spot is the diffs on it, the diff case. This isn't going to come apart. That could do bigger jumps than we ever do in our RC cars with a human being stood on top of it. So the chassis is never going to come apart. How thick is it? Probably about 8 mil. Ian, I've got an electric mountain bike here. That thing's got a hefty motor, you can push me along. Right. Let's get a LiPo out and program this up. I'm not lazy, I'm fat. No, we got them last summer when we went off to France for a month. We got them before that and took them around France with us, so we were off riding every day, just going to see different places. It was awesome actually. Till we got to the south of France and it was too bloody hot. Alright, let's just set this up. This is just the front one, I'm just changing something I put on it. Okay. That's the front one. Tom Gaskell, just going, what the hell is that? Are you making a skateboard? No, I'm making a car do 100 mile an hour on grass. The record I've seen is 86 mile an hour. I've got no idea if I'm going to make it there, but that's what I'm trying to do. So, cheers for coming along, Tom. Is this 8S? No, it's 16S. You nearly got run over some in New York City. Yeah, you can't hear them coming, they just fly along. Next thing you know is they're going past you and you don't even know they're there. Electric cars sneak up on her. Alright, let's program this one. Ah, press the wrong button. Okay. Yeah, I have had it out in action a couple of times, but not with any luck so far. Just a couple of stupid little things. Yeah, each ESC can take 8S. The motors are only meant for 6S, but obviously I'll run them on 8S anyway, just for the slightly higher kV. It's only going to do short runs, so it should be alright. A 6.3 Holden Maloo just flew past me. That's my dream car. I love those things. Yeah, I absolutely love them. Awesome car. Right, controller. Neutral. Full throttle. Full brake. Right, what the hell's happening here, guys? Hold on a minute. I'm being really stupid, guys. I haven't plugged in the ESC to the receiver. That might help. Right, let's try it again, shall we? That's better. She's working. And they're all going the right way as well. Can you fit a V8 in an MX-5? I've seen that before. No, V6 I've seen in an MX-5 actually. Turbo V6. But yeah, you probably fit it in there. 88 Camaro, 6-speed, 350 V8, lovely. Fire extinguisher at the ready. We're all up and running. Ready for this weekend's test. And Electric MX5 conversion. Do you know what? It's probably not far off until electric conversions are the way to go, but not quite yet. Right, I need to sort out this pillow board here. Let's turn all this off. See you later, Ian. It'll work tomorrow, that's not good. It's not the wheel, it's the pillow ball's not sorted out. I just need to sort it out quickly. See you later, Ian. Have a good one. Hope you get up and see you guys soon. Love the length of it, that's what she said. Right, we've actually got a broken steering rack in there, that's why it's wobbling about so much. Not steering rack, the top hinge pin holder, so I suppose I should do that now, shouldn't I? Hi Gaines, how we doing? Where have you been? Are you saying hi to Gaines, Dan, when you're only sat on the sofa next to her? Don't need them. See you later, Aiden. Cheers for coming along. I haven't balanced the wheels yet, no. I've only just been doing basic testing, really. Just keeping it nice and simple. Once I start getting up to some sensible speeds, I will start balancing stuff. Doing all that sort of stuff. At the moment, if I'm honest, it's just, is the thing going to work? Well, I know it works, but how quick will it go? Cheers, Rob. Oh, Dan, you're in the shed. Choice or you in trouble? Gaines, let us know. Is he in the shed because he's only allowed to be in the shed? Hardcore, no, I haven't. And the answer to that hopefully is fast. I didn't want to get too sciencey with it, if I'm honest, hardcore. I just wanted to go out and give it a blast and give it a laugh. I've seen Martin's twins go, and they are stupidly quick. So I'm hoping the answer to your question is stupidly quick. But yeah, work it out if you want. I know it's going to be quicker than the stock sort of armours because it's like running one-to-one gearing on a 6S rig. So effectively you can sort of double the speed of a, not quite, but you can double the speed of a 6S rig. No, he's tinkering, okay, so he is allowed in now, so he's not been banned. No, Shady, I haven't done a spreadsheet. Yeah, it does drag the power down, Shady, and I will balance him and stuff like that. I'm just out there having a bit of fun testing it to start with. Once it gets a bit more serious and I start getting near the speeds that I want to get out of it, that's when I'll be a little bit more serious. And I've got some, as I said earlier, I've got some stuff ordered that I want to put on here and stuff anyway. So I'm literally out there for fun at the moment. What, Big B, what car is that? It all depends on the car. Yeah, out of balance wheels are horrible. But I'm hoping I can get this to roughly where I want it. If I break the 86, awesome. And then I'll start taking it seriously. Because that's just me, if I'm honest. I'm just out there to have a bit of fun. 86 is the quickest I've seen, and that was actually an X-Max. And if I can't beat an X-Max, I won't be happy. He's been a good boy. Okay. On this one, the same as what was in the Outcast. There's 5 up. No, I haven't got a centre. 60k front, 30k rear. I always like to have double in the front. On a normal 6S rig, double in the front of what I have in the rear. So if I put 30 in the rear, it's 60 in the front, and that's what seems to handle well. But for speed runs, you want quite a lot higher. So at some point, if I take the speed run seriously, you may even well get spools in there. But that's if I ever take it seriously, which I probably should do at some point. But I like to have fun. I have no idea, Rob. I don't think they can handle 16S, but there's only one way to really find out. If they go bang, they don't handle it. I have strapped them. Yeah, 6S spiral out of the Kraton, the Outcast it was originally. I want to keep the spiral if I can, because I want to run slightly bigger wheels on it. Proper sort of off-road wheels. I don't want to cheat and go down to tiny wheels, unless I have to. Direct drive twin motor, yep. No, there isn't a centre diff. What size wheels? These are 2.8. Yeah, 2.8 wheels. I don't even know what they are, if I'm honest. They came on the Techno when I bought it. Proline trenches, 2.8s. Diameter. It's going to be a rough one. 125 mil. Guys, you got a wheel of death, or is it just my phone? On 6S technical top speed is 142. What Techno do I have? The EB 48.4. That's running the M2C towers and a lot of M2C upgrades as well. It's actually when I tested the M2C towers out for him on. So technical speeds 142. Now I've always said take 30% off of those technical speeds at least. So it's getting close to 100. So 8S might just do the 100. Yeah, it is 20 kV motors. Cool. So 8S might just about do it then. Just. But if it doesn't, we'll get some different motors. I'll get some higher kV, 8S capable motors, probably some TP motors or something like that. I now see that he needs 1 million in the front and 500,000 in the rear with that power. Yeah, probably. But as I say, it might even go down to spools in the end. 189, that's silly speeds. I do love how optimistic all those speed calculators are. It's going to do 1 billion miles an hour. The body is potentially, I have got a body lined up for it, I just can't collect it, but I should be able to soon actually. The body is going to be potentially an RC boat hull, upside down and trimmed to fit, because I just want something really aerodynamic to start with for the speed runs. So that should work well. Drain pipe's a good shout, it's a bit wider than drain pipe though. But yeah, an RC boat hull, upside down, nice and aerodynamic. Keep it simple. Don't need to spend loads on it. I have got someone who can make me a body. And maybe, maybe somewhere down the line I'll get a body made. I think that could be quite cool to do. Yeah, technical speeds are always miles higher than whatever really achieves, but I'd say probably take off 30-40% and you're getting close. So 8S should get close to it with a little bit of luck. Well, 16S, sorry, 2 lots of 8S. I don't know about my new one. My old one had a full carbon fibre composites area, and I do know the bloke there, so I could speak to him, and that's where potentially I could get a body made. Now I've got too much. Sausage sandwich, Seb. What happened to the cheese toasties? Yeah, it's the long build. It's not long board though, but long build. You ran out of ham, so you had to make a sausage sandwich, not a cheese toastie. Right, I need to swap them for some shorter ones. What have I got over here? Two lots of 8S, still 8S. Tell that to Elon Musk. Because his cars run exactly the same thing. Different motors, different power packs, stuff like that. And it's the same as a twin petrol engine car. You don't call them 2 times 150 horsepower, you call them 300 horsepower. Exactly the same process. See you later, Emily. Do you still have the Typhoon 3S you got? Yeah, I do. It's just up above me. Why is that? What are you wanting, Seb? Do you know, I know it hasn't really been on the channel much. It's kind of one of those things that I take out. My boy uses a lot more than me, but I will get it out on the channel soon. But as well, hardcore, if it doesn't quite make the speed on those wheels, I could put some slightly taller wheels on it. So lots of things I could do to change it up. How sturdy is the chassis? Very sturdy. What, on the 3S or this build? Ollie hasn't broken the 3S yet, so it's sturdy. On this, it's very sturdy. I could stand on it on 2 bricks each end before it was put into a car quite happily. Yeah, that 3S has been good actually. Evo's going well. That's another one that Ollie loves to use. He absolutely loves it. So again, while I'm off filming something, he's there abusing all these cars in the background, and because I'm filming something else, I don't tend to get enough footage of them, so I'll make sure I do that soon. Get some more footage of that sort of stuff. Has any company tried fiberglass for a battery? It wouldn't work. Fiberglass breaks up quite easy. Nah, Big B, he had carbon fibre, not fiberglass. Fiberglass wouldn't take up to it. I've lost one of the little plastic washers, so I'm just making one. No, Big B, Martin had the carbon fibre from CRCU, and that did take an absolute beating, to be fair. I was mega surprised because I had carbon fibre towels and they were okay, but they didn't last that long. Yeah, I suppose actually, yeah, you are right. Fiberglass can be, but again, they're a sort of composite. It's not just fiberglass. There's all sorts of stuff inside them. You could be quite well right there. I could be completely wrong. Yeah, it took a proper beating. Yeah, flex is a difficult one because on a normal car, normal RC car, you've got the centre drive shafts. If you have too much flex, they bend. Yeah, Martin certainly does test them well. Yeah, safe to say Martin's a a very good test pilot. If you want something tested, he's definitely a good person to get it done. What am I doing here? I'm making a little plastic washer because my front arm's lost one of them. So I just got a little bit of plastic, drilled a hole in it the right size. It was a little bit too thick, so I've just trimmed it down. That's it. No more wobbly wobbly. Have I got any centre shafts for it, Seb? Yeah, it's got centre. It's all working. I've had it out on a couple of test runs. Just had little things playing me up here and there. See you later, Marsh. Cheers for coming along. Yes, speed car for off-road, Mark. Try to beat the off-road record and then try and get over 100 mile an hour off-road. No, they're tiny, Seb. They're about 3 centimetres, 4 centimetres long. Yeah, everything's got to be mega precise if you're going out there for speed. I'm just starting off with a little bit of fun to find out what I can get first, and then we'll go from there. 2 minutes, Mark. I'll just get the wheel on, then I'll show you. Yeah, direct drive. There we go. Right, let's see if that sorted out a little bit of the wobble. Batteries. Yeah, that's much better. Right, there you go, those who haven't seen it. It's an outcast either end with a crazy long chassis to try and get as much speed as possible off-road. And it's that big it has to live in the roof of the shed. Right, we'll be back in 2 seconds, guys. Just gotta clean my hands up. Right, how we going? Skateboard RC, you're not far off, but you're wrong. It's not a skateboard. Skateboard, I don't think would work because it's too heavy and not strong enough in my eyes. Because you can quite easily snap a skateboard. What are you guys scheming up? Right, let's make a bit of space. Got one more card I have a little bit of a play with. And then I'm done. Ain't got much to do on this at all. So get spare parts to tick off that ain't going back on. So we can go back in the armour box. So what speed do you reckon it's going to hit then, guys? Give us your guess. $86 is the first target. What do you guys think it would never do? Well, never do it. Shady 99 mile an hour. That would really, really annoy me if I got the 99. I think that's going to be quite some feat on grass, but we'll give it a go. You can only try, can't you? 88 mile an hour. That'll do. That's 2 miles an hour quicker than the current record. $86. If anybody sees a video where a car's going over 86 on grass, please let me know. That's the fastest I've seen. And that's on the off-road speedrun page on Facebook. And then Eric Woosley is at 85. However, I do think that's on Astro, which technically isn't really off-road on grass. Right, one last card to fix. 85.5. That's just horrible hardcore. Hardcore, I've got to try and beat Kev to 100 mile an hour. I'll be really happy with 90 mile an hour, to be fair. .3 or snow. I tell you what, if you get it in snow, that's even better. Snow's really actually quite grippy. I have somewhere I think that it's flat enough to run it down. I do have somewhere where I think it is flat enough. And long enough. I just can't get the car to behave in the last few attempts. But bowling green, that's kind of cheating though, isn't it? But it is grass, so technically you would get it. I think the AstroTurf's cheating though. Right, this ESC I think got wet the other day, and after 30 seconds stopped working. But I've taken it all, it's the switch got wet, I've taken it apart, dried it out, let it air out for a week, and it seems to be working now. I'm going to leave it on whilst I play about and fiddle about with it all. See if it still works in a couple of minutes. The other day I had it on for 10-15 minutes and it was working. It used to cut out after 30 seconds of being on. If anybody knows exactly what that was, if it was that getting damp and it's now dried out, let me know. Because I'm just guessing here. And I'm hoping the ESCs are right. Dried out the receiver, dried out the switch. I'm hoping it's going to be alright next time I take it out. So hardcore, literally I'd go out, plug it in, drive around for 30 seconds and it'll just die. Have nothing. But when I brought it back in the shed, it did it again. I tried it 4 or 5 times, I was getting fed up with it, thinking it's had it. Left it a day. I left it a few days, plugged it in, seems to be absolutely fine. Max 6 ESC. But as you can see now, it's working again. So I'm going to hope it's all working properly. Glue it all back together. Take it out and give it enough a try. If not, I've got one of the Devil's brand ESCs to go in there. Have you seen VT vids or paddle? Yeah. Insane. That's been done a few times now though. We still working? Still working. Let's get it all bolted up, all put back together. There's nothing more annoying when you go out and you get a stupid problem like that and you haven't actually broken anything. One of my pet hates. I don't mind if stuff breaks and you do stupid jumps and stuff like that. But when something doesn't turn on, it drives me crazy. Yeah, normally fairly tolerant. I did wash my cars down with a hose a few weeks back. And I think water got into it, the switch. And now I've had the switch apart to dry out. Seems to be working because it's still working now. And I can turn it off. Back on. The other day it just wouldn't do anything when it did go. Driving it into your face accidentally. I don't want to do that. Maximum kV for Max 6 is 1500. Yeah, so I'm not doing much more than that then. Yeah, it was fresh water. There was no salt water about. I don't go anywhere near the beach with my cars. Now the motor combo I've got here is the Max 6 with the BLX motors. Oh no, sorry, the one in here, Max 6 on 1250. It's a K8 motor. It's the special build that's got the BLXs in it. Callum, how are we doing? $20% off Hobby Wing this weekend. I can't spend any more on cars at the moment. I spent a fortune recently. Yeah, I'm good. Cheers, Callum. On my last car to fix now. Just got to stick down the ESC switch. So this thing's fine now, guys. Yeah, 2 on each corner. I did see that. It's insane. Trying to get the old sticky pad off down there. See, I'm actually tempted to make a beach car out of one of my really old cars. But I need to find a metal spur for it. It's 2-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive. It's an old short course truck, but I reckon it'll make an awesome little beach buggy. And I want to make it, because obviously I live right by the beach here. I don't want to take any of my nice cars on the sand. I hate sand. But it would be quite cool to have something I can run down the beach on some paddles, 2-wheel drive. I'd say that works, guys. Put the switch cover back on. Call it. My hands aren't made for fiddly stuff. Yeah, he does make some pretty cool stuff on that V2 vids. It's all working. So dry a second actually. Yeah, I'm happy with that, guys. Shade Tree, how we doing? You come on just as I finish wrenching, but I'll be on for a little bit longer. Just put all this stuff away. Answer any questions. That's every car I own now up and running. Yeah, I bet you are. I'll get out tomorrow and it won't work. It is cold here tonight, actually. Yeah, I'm hoping that does work when I get out there. You're looking for a K4 Creighton. I haven't seen any of them come up, actually. People have got them, trying to keep hold of them. I think they're ordering until the next ones come out. Alright, hold on. Let's move the camera a bit now. So I finished wrenching. My favourite RC right now. My Quahavi is still my go-to, but then the K8 is coming up with it as well. So the K8 is up there with the Quahavi now, I think. But that Quahavi on 8S, round the track, on a jump or anything, it's just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Yours is hanging on the wall, stripped it down for your MT410 build. Nice. You'll rebuild it eventually. See, when I'm doing a build, I do it all at once, and I think, why don't I take longer doing that? You need a buggy, Techno, or Typhoon. Typhon, sorry. Techno or Typhon. One of them. Although I do hope they bring out a 1.8 Typhon this year. Hardcore, the motor in the Quahavi is the K8 motor. 1250 kV. It's a brilliant motor. And do you know what? I love it in the Creighton, the K8 actually. You gear it right and you set up the diff right. When my video comes out, you'll see I can chuck that around like it's a 6S. Typhoon! Yeah, I want the 8S Typhoon when that comes out. I can't help but call it the Typhoon. And if they don't bring it out, then I'll probably get one of the Lozzies or something, 1/5, but electric. So I think that'd be cool. Right, any other questions then before I go? It was a bit longer than I thought tonight. Yeah, I wouldn't mind an MT410 as well, actually. If you put slightly bigger wheels on them, Shade, that's the only difference. You put bigger wheels on them, you got the air control. That is all the difference is. So I put bigger wheels on my Techno buggy, and that's got loads of air control. It's like almost like an Outcast then. Am I ever going to get an X-Max? Probably. They are silly fun. It's not my style of driving, though. That's what I don't like. It's just not my style of driving. But I probably would get one just for a bit of a laugh. Yeah, DB Pro is a Lozzie. I wouldn't mind a big desert truck like that as well, actually. There's lots of stuff I want. But it's got to be able to jump and it's got to be able to go around a track well. And that's why I haven't really done the X-Max. Because yes, it's silly fun, but it doesn't really jump properly. And it doesn't really go around a track properly. It's kind of like an all-rounder laugh car. Yeah, they do. Yeah, you can convert the MT410 to like an ET style thing. And that's probably what I'll do. I want the ET. The ET48. I'd love the new one when it comes out in a couple of months. Apart from the body. Don't like the body. The ET. Yeah, Mark, you got the same buggy as me, haven't you? Buggies are good fun. And very versatile. Put bigger wheels on it, you can almost have an Outcast style sort of truck. Oh yeah, there's always more you want. But what I need to do is build enough of a shed so I can get rid of some of the garden stuff out of the shed so I've got more space for RC stuff. You're back, Seb. I'm not long going to be around anymore. I finished wrenching. Gonna make a move in a minute. Yeah, Shade Tree. That is basically the Outcast is a buggy with truggy arms on it. That's it. So the arms are slightly wider. So if you put wider arms on a buggy and bigger tyres, you've made an Outcast, and that's effectively how it was made. The light's gone off. You got the Barge RA. Nice. Fragile plastic on the back. Okay. As long as it still runs, that's the main thing, isn't it? X-Max is like an overexcited dog. Yeah, and I got one of them, and he's a pain in the ass. The thing is, you can't say that you don't have a laugh when you drive it because it is stupid. But I think I'd get bored of that pretty quickly. Yeah, all the techno will change around. So the MT410, the EB 48.4 and 3, and the ET 48.3 will change around. Yeah, X-Max humped your leg. I've nearly been killed by a few X-Maxes. They do seem to like to just come off, jump sideways and fly at you. You may get an X-Max soon and just dread it tearing up after that much money. That's the trouble. I just don't know whether I'd get enough enjoyment, because I think I would get bored of the silliness. It is a good laugh, but I think I'd get bored of it. Yeah, once it's at a dodgy angle, there's no going back. And it's just the all over the place in the air I don't like. Yeah, it probably is worth it. I probably will do it at some point. Just need skill. Well, that's me and you have had it then, hardcore. Your boys will be alright, but not us. You bought the indestructible body. Yeah, I've got one on the Kohavi now. I've got the big rock body on the Kohavi. Looks like a pullback victim. Skill or a gyro? Gyros don't tend to help much in the air, actually. I don't think, anyway. You can learn to drive an X-Max and tame. You probably can. But I'd rather just get out there and just go hell for leather and enjoy racing it around and jumping it stupidly. The thing is, they jump half the distance of the armours. And that's on a good jump. No, we're not out of lockdown yet, Sean. It's driving me crazy because I want to head up and meet everybody and get some good runs in and some good bash time in. Technically, we're allowed out for exercise still. That's it. So take the cars out for exercise. But we are hopefully coming out soon. Seb, you're making me hungry. I might have to order kebab. Yeah, the MT410 ain't more for it. So Technos do fly. They absolutely fly. And they will just go off and hit something. Mount the receiver vertically and gyro. Yeah, correct for a roll. That's a good shout. Kept the skate park warm for me. Yeah, I want to get up there. I want to get the K8 up there and give it hell and go and have a good old laugh. Shady, you say that. I don't believe it, if I'm honest. The X-Max jumps twice as often because it only jumps half the distance. If you were to jump the armours the same distance you jump in the X-Max, the armours would last longer than the X-Max. If you're only jumping at 20 foot rather than 40 foot, it's going to last twice as long, and I think the armours would last even longer. Mark, you got 26 RCs. Awesome. More than me, a lot more than me. So that's the thing with the X-Max. People say it's a lot tougher. And it may well be out of the box, but if you're only doing smaller jumps, is it tougher, or is it just that it just doesn't jump as much? Doesn't jump as high or as far? Yeah, but the Outcast was jumping a hell of a lot higher and further. Hardcore. It does double the height and length jumps. But if you were to only do the same size jumps. Oh, they both did 36 feet. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, but set the shots up, you'll be alright. Yeah, it was a good comparison, to be fair. I think once you got it set up, though, you won't have that problem. And it was only a shock shaft, wasn't it? But the X-Max was broke as well. You have to do that, fix that on the live. Yeah, the M2C shafts are better. It's also the weight of the weight of the shock oil, and the piston holes you need to make bigger as well, and then it'll be all right. It's the fact that the actual shaft can't move quick enough in the shock that causes it. But even with the M2Cs, if you start doing crazy big ones, you will break them, bend them as well. But that's why I'm hoping for a nice upgrade soon of thicker shafts. X-Max is too heavy. Well, I don't know. I think the K8, my K8 is probably heavier than an X-Max, but jumps twice the distance. It's just the shape and style of the car. Oh, okay, X-Max broke it. The BMX track a different day. But then when you took it apart, you found loads of stuff you didn't know, so you don't know whether that was done on the same day or the different day. Yeah, X-Max. I don't understand Armour's pricing on parts, but I also don't understand Traxxas. It seems to me it's cheaper to build a Traxxas out of spare parts because the parts are so cheap, whereas an Armour are not. Crash recovery system, a bin bag. Hardcore. I'm hoping there's something coming out soon that will solve the problem. Let's put it that way. Yeah, MTC is necessary. If you want to do the big jumps, MTC is necessary. But they're not. The cars aren't made to do the jumps that you see them do on YouTube. They're not. They're made for people to go and have a good laugh with and do some smaller jumps. You start jumping it crazily big, and they're not made for that. And if you want it made for that, you'd have to pay a lot more for it. Yeah, that is frustrating. Hardcore. You can't buy them individually. Yeah, if something goes wrong at 60 mile an hour in the air, it's going to break. How'd you get some stickers? On any of my videos, Rob, there's a link below to my PayPal. Just send me over what would cover postage. That's all I ask for, and I'll send you some stickers. So send it across on my PayPal. Kevin, how we doing? You coming in just as I finished up, Kevin? Fixed everything. Everything's up and running. That's a good shout, Hardcore. The trouble is everybody seems to break the same parts, so you might be left with even more in there. But yeah, Rob, if you want some stickers, go on any of the videos, just not the lives because I don't put it on there. Any of the videos below is my PayPal. On the PayPal message, put your address. I'll send you out some stickers. You don't have to pay for them, just cover the postage to you. What, have you been out today, have you, Kev? Very lucky. I've been working all day. What have you been out doing today, then? Oh, very jealous. What have you broken? Kev, my build's back up and running. I'm hoping to get it out this weekend. I'll let you know how it goes. Oh, nice. What do you think of it? Hopefully it's held up to your abuse already. Shady Tree, I love the look of that drag car. The look of the shells on that drag car is awesome. I'm not sure they come with it. Yeah, got to gear it up. They seem to be putting everything out on really low gearing, and I think it's probably partly because if someone goes and buys something like that for their first car and don't know what they're doing, they'll probably cause someone some pain. Oh, nice. That'd be good, Kev. So the ready to run is $400 with a painted camera. Do you know what? I might have to buy one of those. There's a blue body. I think it might have been a Nova. Tonight we fixed the K8 shotgun. The EA Sheen's now fixed. I was waiting for a part for a little while for that. Harvey's fixed and the twin's fixed as well. The twin motor. I had a brand new ESC in it that played up, and they've done it under warranty. Took it out last weekend for another test, and the ESC just decided to not turn on. '68 Camaro, was it? Yeah, it'd be quite impressive if you run that massive heli upside down and cut some grass with it. Will that one go upside down? My first hobby grade car, I probably had some more before that, was the Tamiya Madcap. And I loved it. When am I sending... Mate, when am I going out bashing? Hopefully this weekend. Get that light back on. I do like the look of that Lozzie, Kev. But it does need to be geared up. I've seen that before. But I do think they are quite right to gear it down for the people that have never used a car before. Yeah, Shady, fixing the 100-mile-an-hour secret off-road weapon. Trouble is, I can't keep my own secret. I can keep everybody else's secrets, but not my own. I just get too excited. I just want people to enjoy it with me. I'm fine at keeping other people's secrets, but just not my own. Done loads of nosedives. Surprised it still works. Fair enough. Sounds like it's tough then. Is that nosedives because it hasn't got the power to pull itself back up? Because of the gearing? Yeah, Sean, I do like the look of that Lozzie drag car. I might just have to get one. I don't know how. There's so many cars I want to get. Yeah, Kev, it's difficult, isn't it? When you're building something, I just want to share it and let people enjoy it with me. Because if it doesn't do it, it doesn't do it. I'm hoping to get it to 100 mile an hour, but if it doesn't do it, oh well, I tried. Kev, has that DBLXE got the big Spectrum motor? Like the Barger A 2.0? Oh, Dan, they're insane. The control line speed cars and planes, they're just nuts. They're the ones that go around the circle and you hold it. I don't even know. Yeah, Kev, I think they're actually meant to be really good motors. And you can gear them up massively. The Lozzie HD centre diffs are direct fit for techno. Oh, I didn't know that. That means you can probably put the M2C diffs in the Aussie then. Yeah, that's what you can do, hardcore. Just give it a try. And as I say, I've ordered a load of bits ready for after I've done the speed run to change it up a little bit. That light's annoying me. Sounds like it's tough then. Just got to gear it up massively. I'd like a desert truck. There's a trouble. My list is getting huge. I'd like a desert truck. I'd like the new dragster just for the hell of it. Not that I'd probably use it much, but they look awesome, and it'd be nice to have a little road car just for mucking about with. I'd like a decent road car, like an Infraction or something like that. What else would I like? The new Techno when it comes out. But the trouble is, there's 4 cars. Get the LMT. Do you know what, Kev? I'd love that as well. But there's a list of cars, and there's only so much money in the bank. We're doing a big extension this year. A bit like you're getting a house. We're doing a massive extension. The plans have just gone in for it, and I can't spend too much money on RC cars when we've got to do a massive extension. What have you got coming, Mark? Sorry, I missed that. Yeah, a long list of cars. I'd love to get some new cars, but I think I'm out of new cars for a couple of months. Yeah, extension first. It's painful because it's throwing money into just bricks and mortar, really. But you got to do what's right first, haven't you? I've got 2 kids and another one on the way, so I've got to make sure I got enough bedrooms for them all. Because then when they're a bit older, I can use the excuse of they want RC cars and buy RC cars then. You've got an M or IM from MB Models? Yeah. Okay, fair enough. You've got 2 RCs, you want an X-Max and a VP crawler. Yeah, extension will last longer than an RC car. It's an extension we were meant to do last year. And basically we went too big on the drawings and they refused it, and we've had to go back and change the drawings and stuff like that. However, it looks nicer now, I think. But once I've done the extension, a new shed, so I've got more space in here for RC cars. Or build a new shed for the RC cars and leave this one as the garden shed. Vanquish make the nicest axles I've ever seen. I don't think I've seen them. Yeah, I do. I need enough for building for the RC cars. So I've got to do an extension. I've got to build a proper outhouse for the RC cars, but I want it insulated and proper heating and all that sort of stuff. Because what I want to be able to do is the night before a bash, turn the heating on in there, get everything really hot, even in the winter. So when you take it out, the plastic doesn't break as much. Callum, you need a new shed. You got a massive garage. Frustrating thing is, I built this shed, and if I'd known what now, I built it 2 or 3 years ago. If I'd known now what I was building it for, I would have made it a lot bigger at the time. But I've only been back in the hobby just over a year. And it started with 1 car, and I now got about 12. Which isn't bad in just over a year. You're getting a Maverick Flux tomorrow. Nice, Mark. It's not bad, is it, Kev? Twelve in just over a year, so it's not far off one a month. And the trouble is with me, if I see a good bargain, I just have to get it. It's a bit like the K8. I was wanting the K8 for ages, but I was weighing up the cost of the K8 because if you do break it, it does cost more. The batteries cost more, all that sort of stuff. I was thinking, no, I'll leave it a little while. And then my one came up and it was a bargain. And I couldn't say no. You're on 17 since October 2019. Fair enough. Kev, I know. I do probably need to get an X Max, but I don't know, it's £1,000, Kev. I'd love one. I would love one. And I'd hope to God I wouldn't get well, I'm on some Diet Coke and something else. A little bit of rum. I'll do like a bit of spice rum. But yeah, Kev, I can't chuck £1,000 at an X Max just now. I would like one in the future. No, I'm not a whiskey man. I'm a rum man. Spice rum. It's a hoarding thing. And I have to have the Max because it was so tough. And the DB Pro, same reason. Yeah, you want to get this and then you want to get that. But no, I do think I do need to get an X Max at some point. When you go to an event on a day out, X Max is the only one that you bring home every time. Yeah, I do think it is, and we've been talking about it for a while actually. And I think part of it is because it doesn't jump as high as far as everything else, but that's part of why it's so tough. It is a tough truck out of the box. But no, I just there's a list of cars. Yeah, Kev, what are you going to call the Armour fanboy and you can't call it Bournemouth RC? Once a month, 3-menstrual truck. You live where Jack Daniels was born, fair enough. Cheers, Rob. Yeah, you are right, Seb. It is a truck that will come home more times than any other still working. It's going to be called Aaron. Aaron the Armour fanboy. Kev, you've got to come out in a bash dress as in one day. You got to do it. Dan, you can't afford next Max. Maybe we'll start selling on eBay. I wish I had enough time to do stuff like that. I do. The trouble is, I do enjoy my job, and it does pay the bills. So, Bacardi took my liver. Nice, Mark. You should get into airbrushing RC cars. Start selling them. I can't believe it's still going and we got 21 people on it. I stopped wrenching over, well, probably half an hour ago. No, I haven't ordered a kebab yet. I've got my comments on that phone and that phone doing the stream, so I can't order a kebab yet. X-Max the first car you pick up, take out now. Oh. See you later, Rob. Cheers for coming along. Yeah, it is good to talk. Yeah, it's always got to have the extra chili sauce. Yeah, I can't see YouTube ever making money for me. I do it for the fun of it, really. I actually only did YouTube last winter when I got my Kraton. I was obviously watching everybody's live streams and watching all the videos, and I just wondered how hard it would be to do it myself. And where I was working at the time, I was working with business students and digital computing students, and I needed to learn a bit more about that. So I thought, right, learn a bit more about that so I know what I'm talking about with the students and give myself a little challenge. So my challenge was just to see if I can make a penny from YouTube. And I know most people tend to take sort of 18 months, 2 years to get the 1,000 subs and the 4,000 watch hours. So I gave myself a sort of 2-year target, and I ended up really, really enjoying it. 8 months later, I'd done what I sort of planned to do, made my first penny from YouTube, and it doesn't make me much money at all. I'm not gonna lie, it makes sort of money compared to what you break and everything like that. It doesn't make much money. You need to be as big as Kev is to make money from it, but I enjoy it. It's good fun. I used to watch Kev put bricks in a washing machine on MySpace. God, that's going. I have seen that video actually. That's going back some time. Don't tell me I'm the youngest on there. Yeah, you do get to know loads of people. Oh God, it's a crazy amount of work. Doing YouTube is a crazy amount of work for the money you make when you start off. I mean, mine probably makes £50 a month, maybe a little bit more at times, but you spend more than that on parts. So it doesn't make me any money whatsoever, really. But I enjoy it. It's good fun. Earlier, I was watching a video when Kevin Clare slipped in the mud and fell, couldn't stop laughing. Is that the one when you're in the woods and you just slow down? 2 years of daily vids to get it grow, and that's probably you're probably looking at 6 to 8 hours a day. Kev, would you say for that? Maybe a bit more by the time you include your filming. Yeah, brilliant job, Kev. I can imagine that. I'd love to be in your position now. I really would. And fair play to you for doing it. 14-hour days, yeah, so even more. So by the time you've gone out, you've driven something, you've filmed something, you've done something, you've then edited it. And I'd love to be able to put the time into that, but I can't. Unfortunately, with job and family and bills to pay, mortgage to pay. If I was 18 again, yeah, and it takes that commitment, Kev. If I was 18 again and didn't have bills and a mortgage and everything, I'd probably do that. But I can't now. You're 53, are you? Yeah, you're a little bit older than me. Technically, you're old enough to be my dad. Yeah, so it does take a fair few years to change it. Yeah, Dan, you're right. If you love it, it's not work, and that's why I can't commit to putting out videos every so often or stuff like that. I literally put out videos when I have a bit of spare time to do it. I've got 3 cars from Bangor that I haven't managed to record 2 of them since before Christmas. Part of it's been the weather and lockdown and stuff like that, but I'm hoping this weekend I can get out and record those 3 cars, and then over the next few weeks edit it and get it up. No worries, hardcore. Yeah, Kev, you are probably right. You probably could eBay for 2 hours a day. You are probably right. I don't know. That 2 hours at the moment is quite often family time. And to be fair to you, you've got the massive work commitment. You've got the work mentality. I like to chill out and sit on the sofa with the other half and with the family and do that sort of stuff. So you'll have to be 30 again. Never mind 18. Well, I'm only 34 now. Seb knows more than most of these old farts. That's because Seb asks us 1,000 questions a day, don't you, Seb? But that's the only way you learn. Seb, what's happened to the videos for Martin? I haven't seen one recently, unless I missed it. Shady, it's getting bad. You might quit celebrating. Cheers for coming along, Sean. I keep saying to you, but I will try and catch one of your streams soon. It's just cold out here at night. Yeah, I don't really drink that much, Kev, I'm honest. Maybe once every few weeks. And it is that commitment to it. You've got to have that commitment to it. And I have quite a stressful job, quite a busy job, but I really enjoy it. I'm not going to lie, I do enjoy it. So I'm not itching to get out of it. And that's probably what drives the commitment. Oh, okay, fair enough, Seb. I know it's been a bit quiet lately, and I think it's been busy. Yeah, I've never been a big drinker. When I was younger, it was always cars. I was always out mucking about in cars. Yeah, that's a good shout, Kev. Something that kicks it off. The trouble is, as I said, I do like my job. I do enjoy my job. And education is one of those jobs where it is very, very rewarding. I've done all sorts in education and worked with all sorts of people, and it is incredibly rewarding. So I do enjoy my job. But the job I've got now, or the job I've been doing for the last 7 or 8 years, is there is a lot of there's not of stress. It's a lot to do. For Vegas, you were lazy, yeah. I only drink on these streams, love. Do you know what? That's pretty much the only time I do have a drink. I come out here, have a drink, and have a chat. Partied hard when you were young to pay for it now. Yeah, I never really did that. Never really did that. Yeah, that's the difference, Kev. I've got a job I do enjoy, very rewarding job. I've ever since I started in this, God, I want to say 13, 14 years ago now. I started in education, and I've always enjoyed it. Shay, do you tow major motorcycle wrecks? That's pretty. I can imagine you see some pretty grim sights, if I'm honest. Kev, next time we're out, bring your spare X Max. I want to have a go on it, see if it lasts longer than Claire's one did. See you later, Seb. Yeah, jobs can do that, Kev. Jobs can do that, and I just changed jobs a month ago because the old place was starting to drive me a little bit crazy. I love the place. I loved working there, but just circumstances drove me a little bit crazy. So I just needed to change. So I changed jobs a month ago. Similar sort of job, different place. Just a fresh start. I've been there 8 years, 7 years, 8 years, and I just needed a change. So I'm one of those people that if I decide I need a change and need to do something else, I'll do it. Yeah, shade tree. I would if I got on a motorbike, I wouldn't. Trouble is, everything I do, I like to do to the max, and I probably drive too fast and hurt myself. So that's why I've never allowed myself. I did have a 125 for a little while. Yeah, bring a spare X Max, Kev. You got to convince me of this X Max stuff. But that is the key, Kev. You're right. You've got to change. Yeah, Kev can drive my K8. Yeah, do you know what, Shade? Just before Christmas in start December, I had a bad car accident, and thank God I was in a car because if I was in a bike, I probably wouldn't have been around. So it is other people as well, but what about Tomley's new X? Oh, is that the one he paid $39 for or something? The little tiny one. At least he got an RC car this time. I think it's quite a good way to alert people of the scams, though. So fair play. I'm not too sure if he should be doing it on purpose and then claiming the money back through PayPal, but it is a good way to alert people of the scams. To be fair, I think on the K8, I think apart from the shocks and stuff like that, I think it's pretty strong now with all the upgrades I've got on it. I've been quite lucky with that. Oh, is that the one with all the extra upgrades? Got all the titanium stuff. I would like to get those titanium shafts and stuff like that soon at some point. I haven't needed them yet because I haven't broken any other ones. But it's one of those things that probably as I break stuff now, I'll swap over. At 19, you flipped a Jeep, went through the windshield and soft top. Yeah, that's going to put you off doing anything stupid in cars. Mark's got a CBR 125. Yeah, I had a 125 Yamaha YBR, I think. And it was right for what I wanted it for, but I'd never get anything bigger because I wouldn't trust myself. Kev, I'm interested to see on those on the K8 how those braces do. Hopefully they do well. And I don't think I told you actually, Kev. You know the rear arms that I soaked in WD-40, they worked a treat at the weekend, an absolute treat. I was jumping it 3 times as big as I was the weekend they broke, and not a problem. So now I'm going to soak everything in for a week in WD-40 before I put it on. See you later, Logan. Cheers for coming on. Enjoy tomorrow. Get out there and have some fun and break some stuff. Yeah, loads of bad landings, Kev. I've got some footage of it. Probably not enough for a whole video because the shock rod end broke in the end. So I've just put a new shock rod end on, but I've soaked that for 5 days. So yeah, loads of bad landings, and it worked a treat. No problems whatsoever. So yeah, all I literally did is just put them in a sandwich freezer bag or a sandwich bag, and just chucked a load of WD-40 in there and let them soak for 5 days. Worked a treat. And also that servo saver that I melted on has worked a treat as well. And that's a cheap servo, and it's a really good servo. There's Dan off as well. See you later, Dan. See you later, Emily. Oh no, Emily's been gone a while, hasn't she? Oh no, Dan's staying. Why have people said later, Emily, later, Dan? Oh, is it Big B's going? Sorry. See you later, Big B. And Logan's gone, okay. Hip replacement after a boat smash, felt sorry for him. Oh. Do you know, I had a friend that worked in a scrap car yard, and some of the things that he saw in scrap cars makes you wonder, like, it makes you think about ever driving stupidly again. All sorts of horrible car crashes that came into the scrap car yard with all sorts everywhere. You know, it's just not nice. Big B sending people off. So it's Logan that's gone. See you later, Logan. Right, come on then. Any last questions? Emily went and came back. Good to have you back, Emily. Kev, are you still there? How did you get the RPM arms? See you later, Hardcore. Cheers for coming on. I won't be long, I don't think. Although every time I say I'm going to go, more people come on. Shady, no peanut butter whatsoever. I hate peanut butter. It's horrible stuff. Disgusting. That's not too bad then, Kev. So mine do go again, although I'm quite impressed with them so far since. Or I might just order them anyway and just have them ready. But as I say, it took a hell of a lot of pretty bad landings. I was at my spot where I could do some pretty big jumps and backflips and all sorts with it. And it did come down quite heavy, quite a lot, and it was £65 for all arms. Not too bad then. It's only the rear ones that I've done any damage to so far. No, not Nutella either. God, you guys are disgusting. I hate nuts. I absolutely hate them. The only nuts I like is pistachios. Yeah, that's the one I broke, Kevin. And as I say, that's the one that's been tough as hell since I soaked it in WD-40. And what I'm going to do is, the night before I use it, I'm going to spray it again with WD-40. Marmite's lovely. Marmite and cheese sandwich is the way to go. And when I went vegan, it was a Marmite sandwich. You guys saw Bodegell's Raven MT? No, I haven't seen that. Marmite cashew nuts. See, I don't like nuts. I can just about stand some... Well, I do like pistachio nuts. And I quite like when you're driving along them, you can just sort of flick the shells out the window. They're quite good on a long drive. Gives you something to do. But no, not cashew nuts. Can't do that. Oh, Shade Tree, are you talking about the massive monster truck that someone made? I might have seen that, actually. Gaines, you got to have Marmite. Come on. Chili and Marmite. I don't mind anything spicy. Give me anything spicy, that's fine. Yeah, Marmite crisps are good. Marmite's in it for the win. Anything Marmite is good. Yeah, it's always the same army break. I don't know why. Gaines, no thank you. Gaines, Marmite's brilliant. I just love the fact as well, Marmite was a complete accident. It's actually the waste product of making Guinness, isn't it? Oh, yeah, Marmite Twicklets. Oh, I'm getting hungry now, guys. I don't normally have dinner till about 9 o'clock, and I had dinner at 5 o'clock, so that was what? God, 7 hours ago. I'm starving now. Oh, God, just eating a huge bag of giant Wotsits. You're always eating them. Seb's back, Marmite is rank end of. Yeah, no, I'm with Kev. Marmite's brilliant. I literally, when I went vegan, that was my sandwiches for work, was Marmite sandwiches. And when I go back to it, that's what I'll go back to. What does Marmite taste like? It's, I don't know. How do you describe Marmite without saying it tastes like Marmite? It's kind of like a really rich, deep, and Kev ain't gonna like this, beef flavour. It's a byproduct of hops on Guinness, and actually you can make an awesome soup out of it, which is basically what Bovril soup is. It tastes like a bad pint. Yeah, that's why I thought I'd say that, Kev. It's like I don't know. It's almost like eating an Oxo cube, but it tastes bloody awesome. Awesome. I hope I haven't ruined Marmite for you now, Kev. Yeah, Bovril's quite a nice drink, actually. It's a real old-fashioned drink, but I quite like it. Yeah, but Dan, Bovril and Marmite are pretty much the same sort of stuff. Yeah, it's yeast extract. There's nothing to do with meat, but it does taste quite beefy. Mark, it is nice. This is going to be like the pineapple, and I'll see you next Tuesday stream. Yeah, Bovril is like drinking a thin gravy. Get in Javita yeast flakes. You'd be okay. Kev, send me that on the chat thing, so then I can order some. Yeah, Vegemite. That is what it is. Vegemite is the same as Marmite. Oh, it's not yuck. No. How's an RC channel got onto Marmite? Yeah, Kev, send me the name of that, just because I can't save it from here. Yeah, pineapple on pizza is a no-no. I don't like any hot fruit or fruit in savoury food. It's funny, Big B. I quite like meat, but at the same point, I went vegan for 6 months nearly. No, it was about 4.5 months, and I really enjoyed it because I was eating all sorts of different stuff. And then lockdown happened, and I started eating chocolate, and then chocolate turned into bacon sandwiches and that sort of stuff. So I've got to go back to it. And I think as soon as lockdown is over and I'm back to work properly, I'm going to go back to vegan. Shade, you deer hunt and you're anti-vegetarian. I'm not worried about deer hunting at all. I'd quite happily come along with you and deer hunt as long as someone else was going to eat it. That's fine. I love deer. It's a lovely tasting meat. I did it for health reasons, and I need to go back to it for health reasons. If I'm honest, I'm not one. I'm not a big. I'm not a vegan that goes around and does it for the animals or the planet or anything like that. I do it for health. Like hardcore, you're not right. Pineapple and ham is not a pizza. Pineapple and ham is like dinner and dessert in one go. It's just not right. Cheers, Kev. I've just seen that flash up. I'll grab it in a bit. I'm going to order some. Yeah, Seb, you're right. No more going to KFC and Burger King whilst you're on a call with us. And yeah, I will still go, but I'll get the KFC vegan burger. To be fair, Seb, the reason why I've done that recently is I'm working from home a lot. And then by the time I've worked from home, and then after work, I've sorted out the kids and the family and that sort of stuff. I like to get out for half an hour and just go for a drive. And it's just going to get something to eat as an excuse, really. It's just to get out of the house for a little while, so I don't go insane. Yeah, shade tree. It's all about that. And before I went vegan, I had some issues, and I went vegan. And I tell you what, it doesn't half change it. And since I did that, my dad, who's had blood pressure problems for years, he's gone vegetarian, and he's been on blood pressure tablets for 12 years. And since he went vegetarian, the doctors had to take him off of them because his blood pressure's come back to normal. Hardcore, no. It's not a Hawaiian pizza. It's dessert and dinner in one. It's not good. "25 years of 100% proof booze and pork sandwiches, can't complain." Oh, we got someone else in there. Ziggy Forever, Burger King had the veggie burger. Yeah, they did. KFC's veggie burger vegan burger was awesome. That was one of the best vegan things I've ever had. See, no, I can't do pineapple on pizza. The only thing I actually like pineapple on is gammon, and I will, but I like the egg as well. When I go to a restaurant and you either got to pick egg or gammon, I get annoyed. But even on Coronation chicken, if it's got raisins in it, I can't do it. He should lose the mod status for pineapple pizza. He's getting close. What's the best thing from McDonald's? It depends what country you're in. When we went to LA a couple of years back for New Year's, me and the other half went to LA. The triple cheeseburgers were amazing. In England, the new triple cheeseburgers aren't a patch on them. So I'd have to say the Mayo chicken. When at Paddlesworth, there's a Domino's pizza nearby, I'll get a pineapple pizza. Do you know what, hardcore? At Paddlesworth, there's an awesome kebab shop nearby. And I've got a good one in Bournemouth, but God, their one just tops it. It's brilliant. McFlurry, no, I don't do sweet stuff. It's not me. I'm a savoury person. Give me a 99p cheeseburger over a McFlurry any day. The only sweet stuff I do is chocolate. Shade tree, the napkins, that's brilliant. Yeah, pineapple can go on gammon, that's about it. No, I don't like the Big Tasty. Chicken selects, yeah, okay, they're not too bad. Yeah, the cheeseburgers are okay, but those triple cheeseburgers are not the same as the ones you have in America. I can tell you that for a fact. Yeah, last time I was at Paddlesworth, we went to the kebab shop and brought back kebabs, and they were awesome. Yeah, Kev, I agree with you. Sugar isn't one I do massively. I don't like sweet stuff. Chocolate is my only downfall. But I'm not a sweet person. I'm not a dessert person or anything like that. No thanks. Yeah, shade. I'd rather a Vegemite sandwich than an ice cream. Yeah, hardcore. Don't go anywhere near the toilets the next morning. But I tell you what, hardcore. They've actually named a burger after me at Paddlesworth now. I don't know how to feel about that. I'm quite impressed in one way, but then quite ashamed in another. Their burgers are very, very good though. And that's another thing that made me turn from vegan actually, because before that I was pretty vegan, and I think that's where I changed from just eating the odd bit of chocolate here and there to eating a burger. No, Mark, you can't have pepperoni and pineapple pizza. That's wrong. Savoury every day, Emily. Never sweet. Savoury every day. See, hardcore, you're wrong. You don't go to McDonald's. The only thing that I'll accept sweet from McDonald's is chocolate milkshake. Right, 2 seconds, guys. I'll be back. Right, so what we're on about. Let's bring the phone a bit closer. Keep up with the comments then. The comments are busier now than when I was wrenching. No, I don't like short. No, see, the only sweet stuff I can do is chocolate. Yeah, same. McDonald's does go straight for you, but sometimes A Mayo chicken and cheeseburger. That's pretty much all I order from McDonald's. The last thing was that spicy chicken burger thing. Actually, I tried that, and that was good, but it wasn't spicy enough for me. Shade Tree. Hardcore. You are going to lose your mod status in a minute. I cannot do fake banana flavouring, and that's just pineapple pizza and banana milkshakes. You're nearly losing your mod status. Oh, for God's sake, Shady, anchovies on a pizza. Callum's for the McFlurry. RC Seb, you want a grand after I've been there? For God's sake. Yeah, I suppose, fair point, Big B. When I'm wrenching, people aren't commenting as much, but then when I'm just looking at the comments and reading them out, people are going to write more. Right, what's this happened through RC Seb and Hardcore? You can use it for £1,000. Okay. Alright, I kind of got the picture now. I'll leave that one be. Nah, I won't do that, Callum. Just poor food choices isn't quite enough. Do you know what? I love cooking, but at the same point, I don't have enough time for cooking. So I do tend to eat out quite a lot. But I would rather eat at home. If I had enough time to cook a proper meal, I love cooking a roast dinner. I absolutely love cooking a roast dinner. Yeah, I do like a bit of sushi here and there, but it's got to be the right sort of sushi. I'm not a massive fish lover, but a decent bit of sushi can be good. Yeah, home cooking is brilliant, but you got to have the time to do it properly. Chucking stuff to get together isn't good. But at the same point, my other half though, she chucks some stuff together brilliantly. But a good roast dinner. But the trouble is that takes a good 3 hours to cook and prepare. Shade Tree on an RC note, I had to send my 777 back to Reefs today. What's a 777? Roast parsnips are well good. Yeah. I do a roast. Oh God. A roast Brussels sprouts dish that anybody who doesn't like Brussels sprouts has loved. And it's Brussels sprouts with bacon, leeks, onion, and balsamic vinegar roasted with chilies and salt and pepper. It's amazing. Oh, it's a survey, okay. £50 a torque for coolers. That's a lot. Seb, is he Dean's? I've just seen actually Dean's gone live. That's what made the phone go over actually because it vibrated. Big B, I don't mind that if it's the right sort of stuff, but and I've got a pressure cooker that is also a crock pot and that sort of stuff. And if it's a nice stew, fair enough. But if it's my sister and my mum killed that for me. because they used to do mincemeat in it, and it used to come out just awful. No, I can't do jacket potatoes. I like mashed potato. So when I have jacket potato, I don't like the skin. Don't like the skin on jacket potato, so I pull out the insides, mash it up, and then the rest of it, yeah, good, but not the skin. How have we got to talking about potatoes? Yeah, Seb, I'll go with you on that one. Cottage pie with Worcester sauce, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Do anything to potato other than jacket potato. Sorry, Shade Tree. Dying of heartburn. Nice, Mark. Yeah, I like a nice curry. Curry, cottage pie. I'm getting really hungry now, though. It is cold here. It's actually a very clear night and very cold tonight. Shady, no, you're wrong. Mashed potatoes are my favourite. Bangers and mash with caramelised onion gravy is the best. Yeah, Emily, lasagna with garlic bread. See, I've stopped smoking now, but I'm still steaming. Yeah, Shady, it is your fault. You asked about peanut butter, which is just disgusting. And satay chicken. What you got to do with satay chicken is just scrape off all the peanut butter. The actual chicken on the skewer is lovely, but not peanut sauce. No, Logan, I can't agree with you there. I'm sorry, but Marks and Spencer's, they make food for old people with a lack of flavouring. Yeah, you're like, I make a good mash. It's got to have plenty of mustard in it. Right, guys, I think I'm going to have to call it a night. I'm getting quite cold. Chilly earlier, feeling it now. I regret nothing. Oh, Shady, that's just wrong. It's just wrong. Jellied eels. I can't think of anything worse. Marks and Spencer's is a go-to shop when I'm out with my mum. That's the trouble. Yeah, people eat jellied eels. It's a big thing in sort of London way, really. Right, cheers for an awesome night, guys. I do enjoy these streams, so thank you for coming on. Yeah, it can take ages to make a curry. Right, I've got to stop talking about food because I'm getting really hungry. See you later, Green Frog. See you later, everybody. Emily, Shade Tree, Big B, Sab, Mark. Cheers for coming along. Yeah, I'm now really hungry. See you later, Hardcore. Stop eating banana milkshakes and pineapple on pizza. That's just wrong. Cheers, Ziggy. Right, I'll see you later, guys. Cheers for coming along. Night night.